All right, we are live to my SSD. So I turned up the volume on this. Oh yeah, I was supposed to do this joke. What do you guys think? Beard mic? Put in the comments. I'll do it like this for a little bit, but I gotta lower the volume a bit so it's not like super loud in your ears. Am I like peaking? Okay, we're in yellow, so I think we're good. Beard mic. So I did off camera is I removed this from the giant roll. So there's three different types of leathers. They're bison shrunken shoulders, and they're like 6 to 8 ounces. They feel more like 8 ounces. I'm still learning the whole like imperial system again because I was 6 years in Portugal and I got comfortable with the metric system that just freaking adds up. But anyway, um, so I think it's 8 ounces because it's a thick boy. So I picked the ugly cut of the leather, and I'm going to cut out a little pocket keychain, which I would show you, but I don't have my keys with me. They're upstairs, and I don't feel like getting them. So instead, I'm going to cut this out and let's see if it cuts all the way through. It's probably going to smell terrible, so I probably should get the stratter fan going. I might actually hold it, but let's get started. So, all right. So let's just hit go. So I'm gonna switch my scene so you can see kind of like what I'm doing right now. So this is the design. I kind of measured it out. That's the one thing I don't like about laser cutters is there's a really good chance that it might not line up correctly. Whereas a die cut, I can kind of like see what part of the animal I can cut up. If you don't like me explaining it that way, then you're on the wrong channel. So let me just switch over because, so as you can see, nothing's really happening. I should probably turn this on. Oh, it smells so bad. Not sure if you can hear me over the fan. Probably can because, oh man, it's not even scratching it. I don't even see it. Oh, I do see it now. Problem is it's black, so any burn marks is just going to be black as well. So I'm not going to be able to tell the difference. Smells so bad. I should put the stand on here. Yeah. Eventually, I mean, prototyping, I need to do this with the laser cutter. The other thing is I can cut a piece of wood and then hand cut it, which I guess I have to do that. But then that won't do stitching lines. I won't do a lot of the things I want to do unless if I poke a hole through the stitch hole in the piece of wood. Oh, that's so rancid. On. Let me see if I can set this up like that. Oh, that's so rancid. I should probably do the lower setting. It might be cutting through, but it is so nasty smelling. How much time do I have left in the... Oh my word. Okay, it just finished. Good timing. I will probably get like a button keyboard thing where I can switch scenes. So let's take a look. Yeah, it needs another pass. God, that smells so bad. I'm gonna open the door. It's raining today, so like I don't want water coming in, but I want it here. I think this is fine. I mean, it's probably sealed as well, but I need it like out. Oh, this door is open. Hopefully, there's no mosquitoes coming through because that would really stink. Now I can start feeling the mic tearing at my beard every time I take a step. It's either losing its grip. Oh yeah, if I get this wire caught, you can't really see that well. If I get caught, it's going to rip my beard hair, which I'll grow in like 2 seconds because I'm Portuguese. But let's go ahead and try that again. I'm going to run the program again. Do I have safety goggles? Yeah, they're right here, but I'm not using them. All right, switch back to OBS. Also, I changed the encoding settings, so hopefully it's higher quality. I mean, you can only do so much for the camera, and it looks like I'm halfway on the camera or battery life on the laptop. So I'm gonna find the cable. This is such a mess. I need to get this organized. So it's like one power adapter, and it's all like bunched all together. So I fix that. Oh, I'm not using this. That would help. It's my air assist, so that will help with the. Yeah, this is sketchy. There's cables going all the way across. This is like my walking path. So the air assist will do is it will kind of blow any debris out of the way. So hopefully I can get this cut done. Now the leather is bubbling, which I don't like because I want to eventually get a thing because magnets are cool, but then you have to place them. I want to make a thing where it kind of like sucks the leather or material down so it's totally flat and smooth. And then any disgusting smoke, smell, fumes get sucked out for a vacuum and then goes through like a filter before it goes into the vacuum because that would be really nice. You know, I tried making a machine. I wanted to like drill holes into the metal casing. I tried this packing foam and tried to do something, but I need something else. I need like a really strong vacuum and also like have it all sealed off. Okay, so finished. Now that stuff is really thick. That's really thick stuff. So I'm gonna use my phone kind of to use it as like a secondary camera so you can see. Okay, it's just barely making an outline. It's kind of cutting through, but we need to do like another line. So you're like probably like, why don't you use your phone? This camera's going to sit, collect dust, do nothing. And also I want to be able to do a secondary camera so I don't have to take this off and break down and stuff like that mentally. I don't want to break down mentally. All right, so we're doing the holes again. Now the lines are not overlapping, so that's good. Well, they are overlapping, but you know what I mean. They're not like going over like a different line. Let's say I moved it a little bit, then there would be another line cut. So it's actually doing a little bit better job. Now let me rack the focus. Yeah, I don't see all the camera options, so there we go. Now I'm out of focus, I'm blurry, but at least you can, ow, I tugged against my mirror. This joke is going to get really old fast. So anyway, it's going. I need to set up OBS too where I have a bigger preview screen. So that looks okay. So with this pocket thing, I can get a better idea like how it's going to cut. Do I need because a lot of people complain that their laser cutters like like char the end, so you have to use a tool like this. It's not what you think. Where you kind of like with a sandpaper attachment and just like smooth off the edges to give it back its natural edge. So I think that's something that I would want to do eventually. Um, I do want to get a better power brick because all the ones I have are all clustered together and it looks like it's done. I might have to go with the X-Acto knife and finish this. Jeez, how many passes did I do? I did a lot. I did a lot of passes. And it's still like not coming through. That's crazy. Oh man. Or maybe it is going through, but it just doesn't move. So it kind of like after this pass, I'll bring out. So I want to get a die cutter. There's a company the next state over that sells custom dies. But the problem is when I prototype something, I need to use a laser cutter or do it by hand in order just to try to see if it fits. But if I do it by hand, it's inconsistent. And if it's inconsistent, then I can't really rely on a die cut because I don't know what I design it off. So maybe I will use the laser cutter to mark it and then cut it by hand, or get a small thin piece of wood, cut that out, or cardboard, line it out with chalk or something, and then just snip, snip. I am going to get some knives soon. Um, I got some utility knives so I can replace the blades because I don't like the X-Acto blades. The handle's too thin, and these blades I go like nobody's business. You know, I'm putting too much weight on this thin blade. I need a bigger handle. I also got This guy. So it's good for shaving the extra raw side, like the fur and stuff. Not really fur, is it? I guess it is. Anyway, it's all new to me. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and shut this off. Run the Stratter fan. That poor thing is working overtime. I'm just going to move this up here. That's the other thing is this whole table space could be optimized where I have the rolls because I don't have anywhere to put these leather rolls. They're huge, which I should have thought ahead about that, but here I am now. All right, so now let's see. How am I going to do this? All right, so we're going to cart this thing over. I'm going to plug the laser cutter from the computer, so we don't need that no more. Put that like over there. I kind of wish I had like a thing where my tools go up in the air and it's suspended. And then what we're going to do is not tip the whole camera system because that'll be bad. And then I'm just going to do that. Move the laptop. Move the stupid joints. I need to loosen them. So now I can like work on this. And everything's in focus, so we're good. All right, so now it's time for seeing how this cuts open. So let's grab the X-Acto knife I was complaining about. And then just kind of like eyeball it. Oh yeah, it's not even cut through. Ooh, that is thick. It is shrunken shoulder, so the skin is going to be really tough. So this is probably like the worst case scenario for the laser cutter. I could use scissors, but I'm trying to like cut out of it, not like cutting lean lines. Oh my god, it's so much. Yeah, the die cutter would be way better for this. Like that stuff is thick. How thick is that? I should grab my protractor. Is that what it's called? I don't know. I just make these things up as I go along. Of course, it doesn't say what it is on the thing. I got a nice digital one because I can't freaking read rulers. It sounds like my Chinese food is here, so this video probably will end early. So it is at 2.62 millimeters. So how much is that in ounces? Oh, look, ounces is not a real measurement. So, I don't know, that's just my pet peeve. But I know they use that for like skin and leather and stuff like that. God, it smells so bad. I might have to leave the door open and just turn off the light so the bugs are not attracted in here. All right. Yeah, look how thick that is. All right, I'm going to take the camera off its stand so you can really grasp how thick this material is. Look how thick that is. That's like really thick. So that's like good for like motorcycle riding gear because like you really need some thick stuff. You need it like reinforced and stuff. So, but yeah, so I have to like cut through all this. So I'm going to cut it here and then we'll see if I continue the video. Uh, Thanks for watching. I'll see how I'm going to do like these videos now on because it's kind of tough to doing the whole process. You know, so many moving parts, but we'll see. Thanks for watching and see you next time. All right, I changed my mind. I'm not going to end the video, or maybe I will, and this is a new video. But as you can see just the outline, and I started cutting it. But this is a thick boy. I mean, it was like what, 3 millimeters or something? Pretty thick. So I'm gonna just try to cut against. Before I was trying to cut it on the laser cutter in bed, which is just metal honeycomb. And this is a new blade. I'm gonna like cut some boxes before I start doing this. I'm gonna just try cut all the way through. I picked the worst part of this because it has wrinkles and already been cut, so I just wanted to test if the laser cut will go through. But the smell alone is not worth it. I mean, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut cardboard cutouts, and then basically mark the thing and then just cut it by hand. I mean, it's not the most ideal, but I think that's what I have to do because I am running the laser cutter at 100% and it's still like not cutting. So that tells me that there's no way. The only way I could cut this stuff is if I got a CO2 laser, but we're talking about thousands of dollars last time I checked. So that's definitely not worth it. I mean, ideally it would be great, but thing is the time it takes to do a bunch of these back to back, it's not going to be feasible as just using a die cutter, which that's another thing is like, do I let me pan up with the camera. Do I turn this press with a mounting thing and kind of like turn into a thing where I do this with that and press it and then cut it, or do I use like another specialized tool? But I'm running out of space as you can tell, so it's going to be very tough for me to do this. Word. And then getting the cut right. It's very thick stuff. Like that is difficult. Like this is probably the hardest part of it. It's probably very tough at this point. I did buy some new knives, so they're not X-Acto knives like I said before, because that's too weak. But they are a lot better. But as you can see, it is really, really tough. And I haven't even finished one piece. Maybe I'll use this as the end credits. Now it's 3 minutes almost. There's no way I can use as end credits. But that stuff is. I mean, I bought the cheapest leather there was in the lot, the overstock, so it's going to have stuff like this. But I'm sure if I had a sharp tool, it would probably be like butter. Like, let me just do a test snip with this piece here. Yeah, and these are my strong scissors. Not even like, yeah. Now, I did check the laser point, like the laser settings to see if I was at all kind of going like the wrong direction. Whereas, like, let's say I had it too close and it wasn't focusing up, and it should cut through. Maybe I'll try again, just not with this piece. Maybe I'll do like a test cut and just see if I can get through this stuff. Because I have a 40-watt laser, so it should just cut through like nobody's business. And I know someone's probably like, you're cutting it wrong. But let's just look in the inside, the raw side. See, not even an outline on that side. Like this stuff is really thick. Like I wouldn't use this per se as a keychain watt. Right now I'm pulling on it and I'm cutting it back and forth. I think that's the easiest I could do. Because I think I did get the skin pretty good. I know you're not supposed to be cutting towards yourself, but you know what? I'm stupid. I never said I was intelligent. Poor knife. Actually, I don't care. It's Chinese. Nothing against the Chinese. Just I didn't pay a lot of money for this knife. Most things are from China anyway, so except for this leather. This leather was sourced in the USA. That's why it's so stubborn to cut through, because it's American. My bison's pretty cool, especially once I figure out how to work with it. And then as soon as I'm done with this leather and I get comfortable, I'm gonna get like some other leather. I'm gonna be like, what the frig is this? But I guess it's just a learning process. Okay, that's kind of sketchy. Oh, oh, I almost lost my digits. I work in IT. I can't lose my digits. I really can't. And that and eyesight. Yeah, look how thick this boy is. Like, that's a thick boy. I'm gonna get all focus wide angle camera lens because it's just gonna be easier. Man, 6 minutes of doing that. That's crazy. But it is cut through. Like, look at this. It's cut through. So maybe if I got the cut settings right, I'll get another stab at it. Just the smell is horrible though. Like I absolutely hate it. I have the door closed because it's getting late and I don't want bugs in the basement. But I have the Stratter van still on. I'm not sure if you can hear it. I'm kind of like editing as soon as I film these. So like after this, I'm gonna go editing because what I like to do is like see how it works, and I post it regardless, unless if it's something really bad. No, I'll still post it because it'll be funny. But yeah, like I try to like edit the videos as soon as I record them because usually if I do like a backlog of videos, then I realize I made a mistake and I can't fix it because I've been filming for like months. So this is like a nice way of like making sure I don't make the same mistake, or I probably will and be like, dang, I need to work on that. So that's just a charring. It's a little dark, but that's from the charring of this. It's not, I don't think it's from the tan because I don't remember doing that when I was handling this stuff. Ideally, if the laser cutter works, it's great for prototyping, and then I can just get the die cutter. But I'm going to do this off camera, because it's already like 8 minutes. I'm tired of like, look at this stuff. It's strong. I mean, that's a good thing, but dang, it's strong. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.